Boy, that's cool.
Oh, I got daisies.
Wow, I wonder if she's going to watch today. Doobie-doo.
That's cool.
This is
I wonder
totally
if
unintentional.
Can
by the
they
way.
see it? Do you
Oh,
reckon?
yeah, they can definitely see it. So that's what makes it good. Wouldn't it be a bummer if only we could see
I
it?
know, and
Yeah,
just
like,
weekend.
Yeah, what are those two talking about? Right.
Okay, so go to, hello everyone,
Good morning, everyone.
go to freeneville.com, join us in
Doobie-doo.
manifestingmasterycourse.com, and for refunds go to feelitrealfun.com.
You know, you really do that fast. Goggles.
We look ace.
Liz. Mike.
Hiya, Mike.
Look at you. Special look for you today, pal. Wow.
Hello
wow,
Daniela,
wow.
Dave, Stella G.
We are going to have a goodie show today.
Looking ace.
We're going to answer your questions live, dive deeper into single session
Oh look,
manifesting.
when I turn my head, when you turn your, oh yours stay on the whole time.
That's because I'm cool.
When I go like that.
Whoa, look at that.
They
disappear.
go.
And
When
they're
they come back.
Wow.
It's magic. Hello Carolina, hello Sherry.
It's magic.
Right, so what do we got?
We've
We
a
got
couple
your
questions
answered
We also are
live.
continuing to dive deeper, Dave, into single session manifesting. Doobie.
And it's episode number 652.
Yeah, which means, by the way, we'll have episode 666 in 14 days. But the workshop doesn't start until like 20 days from now.
Yeah.
So 666 will actually be the
But,
week before.
but it's no 3 full weeks because there's only 5 shows per week.
See, look at her. Look at how she just figures it all out. She's just amazing.
So I
It's the
think,
glasses. I'm
and
telling you what, I just love a chick with glasses and like
daisies.
daisies on her head.
Mine
like,
have disappeared. Oh,
whoa!
they come back. Okay.
Yeah, nice spectacles.
Spectacles.
Melissa, welcome to the show. 666. Mike loves it. Okay, so
Okay.
we already did all the stuff.
Yeah.
We start answering questions now.
Yes, we've got questions to
All right.
answer.
So, and we've got. Let me get that. All right.
Yep.
Be very careful.
I'm being very careful.
Serena is here. Hi.
Hi, Serena.
Hiya. Hi. Mike doesn't do maths.
I don't
Nah.
do the maths.
She's amazing at the math.
I don't
right.
mean to be.
I am amazing at the
Don't
rule of
try.
72, the only math that actually freaking matters. Right? Seriously. They didn't teach you that in high school, did they? The rule of 72, right?
Yeah.
Nobody knows it. You want to be, you want to change your life?
And
your
your egg reckons the tiara on your head looks ace.
Oh, thank you, Double A.
It could almost be a
Double
crown
A.
of thorns.
Look at that. Yasmin Maxwell is here, too.
Hello, Lottie.
All right. And Lottie,
Yeah.
welcome to the show.
Okay.
So, Victoria.
Yes.
I'll read the first one and you can answer it. Ready?
Yep.
What does Neville say about karma? The imaginings about other people that are rejected by them so they return to the sender, are they not the same as so-called bad karma? And does this ultimately mean that all bad kids essentially not to be punished in any kind of way? All right. Boy, that gets a little confusing, doesn't it? So that was from
So
Carolina.
it's all about karma.
Right. So do you want to nail this? Or you want me to?
Yeah. Is it here?
No.
No, you
All
can.
right, cool. So karma, the way most people, I love listening to people when they talk about things because I find when people talk about karma, they'll use it as a lovely excuse. You know, I'm poor this time because of karma, or they'll do the karma's going to get you.
Yeah.
Karma's going to get you.
You got bad karma coming.
Karma's going to get you. Yep.
Yeah.
They got what they have coming.
Deserved.
Right?
Yes.
And get it really just, I don't get that at all. So, like, I'd walk away from all that kind of stuff. Meanwhile, notice this thing. The imaginings about other people that are rejected by them. They return to the sender. This is why you imagine loving them. Right? See, because if I imagine she's cranky all the time, right? You know,
Guess
who's,
what?
and guess who's going to get cranky all the time, right? Her or me, right?
Yeah.
How do you think that's going to work out? As far as punishing kids, I'm still getting chiropractic adjustments from getting my butt spanked as a little boy. Or is that from getting my butt spanked as a full-grown guy? I don't know. Right? So, meanwhile, back at the... See, you were quick on that.
Oh, it
one.
was.
All right. So, yeah, the whole thing with punishment and stuff, you know, I'd consider all that a bridge. Personally, I think...
The punishment's the bridge.
Yeah, it definitely. I mean, I got punished as a kid. I mean, I think you did once or twice. I don't
A
think
lot.
often enough. But, what? But
I got punished for things-
Let's just call it feedback.
Well, I just hit this.
Just hit close. Don't make that go away. Or else there's no
Okay.
point in having it at all.
All right.
All right. So, Are they not? But by the way, I find the whole thing, why punish? Okay, not advocating against not doing it. I love double negatives. All right, but so let's just say guidance can take many forms. I ball gagged a guy on the forum today. Nothing personal.
Did ya?
Yeah, but he was saying things like about the special time of day, sunrise, and sit there for an hour, and it's like, dude, no, right? Don't argue with me, right?
Yeah.
So, Victoria.
Yes.
All right,
Should we
Next
get to
one.
the one
No.
that this is for?
no,
Okay.
we will.
How did you manage? So, Kana. That's funny, isn't it? Kana asks, how did you manifest Victoria?
How did I manifest Victoria? I simply imagined, it's interesting because when I look back at it, I imagined a specific kind of life and being held and touched in a specific kind of way. And lo and behold, along comes Vic and Victoria.
Vic and Victoria.
Vic and Victoria, right?
Yes.
Really, you get it was all about me. I never could have predicted meeting her, moving around the world, so on and so forth.
Yeah.
But the way she smells
Yes.
with her nose, I mean, like she just walks around all day. Well, like Bruce. So anyway,
Hello, babe.
yeah, so that's that. By the way, since then, since meeting her, right, I do what I teach. I imagine her happy, right? That's what the people who love each other, that's what they do. They don't walk
Yeah.
around going, imagine her cranky. Imagine her next to me, so I'm happy. Right? Just imagine her happy. So I'd be asking the puppy if she would like some karma.
Oh,
My-
because you Miss Carolina said in Polish the word kana means pet food.
Excellent. Yeah, by the way, they sell, so you go to the store and you can buy chicken mince, you can buy veal mince,
Yeah.
you can buy cow mince.
Yeah.
And you can drive down the road and you'll see signs for this stuff called pet mince.
Well, you could buy
Freaks me out.
kangaroo mince.
You can buy kangaroo mince.
Of course.
But when you drive down the road and you see something that says pet mince,
Yeah,
which is
what's in that
yeah,
then?
Yeah, what? Yeah. Anyway,
Are pets in that?
that's right. So,
Yes.
would you like to do Grisella's,
Okay.
Victoria?
Yes. How can I feel free of debts when I'm so worried because there's too much money, too much money that is impossible to me.
Cool. I'd stop imagining that any level of money is impossible for you. By the way, what about breath mints? I don't get it, Chris Smith.
Breath mints.
It's beginning to look a lot like Chris Smith.
Yes.
All right, so
Breath mints.
try again. So here's the thing.
Don't get it.
Okay, the whole money thing.
Yes.
I find it fascinating because people will condition what they imagine based upon prior experience and their philosophy, right? Philosophy drives technology. Somebody write that down. It's pretty important, right? So when you get philosophy drives technology,
Let me just go see if someone's there. It's all right.
all right? When you get that philosophy drives technology, you'll imagine something different. For example, right? I imagine financial freedom, and I discovered this thing called, information marketing. I love selling information. It's basically nothing more than zeros and ones. Way back in the old days, I did this thing called having a job. That was trading time for dollars. Not a fan of that. And when I had a job, and I thought a job was the way to go, I couldn't really imagine financial freedom because at like 7 to 12 to 15 to 20 bucks an hour, it's pretty hard to do anything, right?
Yes.
Then I did this really cool thing. I opened up an Army Navy store where I could buy something for 50 cents and sell it for $1. Right?
50 cents. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's what
double.
you do. You
That's
keystone,
cool.
right? So that was my philosophy, keystoning, right? So keystoning was fun because, I mean, you buy for 50 cents, you sell for $1, but then again, you've got to pay electricity and phone
Yeah.
and taxes and then that old guy Beezer keeps losing your shit, so you have to reorder it. So then people don't come to your store, they go to Peachins and buy stuff, and then it was ugly. But meanwhile, how can I feel free of debts when I'm so worried about money? Too much money is impossible for me. Change your philosophy about money. Go to the end. You know, what's it like to realize that you create wealth? And then you find how you get to do it. And again, it could be the lottery win or something, could be information marketing, could be, whatever. You find a way to take what you're great at and make a lot of money at it. Or you can just imagine I work hard for my money. What was that song? Work hard for my money. So, Victoria.
So, chicken mince, beef mince, breath mince.
Oh, got
Got it.
Boom! Chris Smith. You
job.
would come up with that because it's beginning to look a lot like Chris Smith. All right. So,
And someone just said that they used to identify with deaths, and then
Yep.
with them doing nothing, it just vanished.
Sure.
So, yes, I must have assumed a state of
Something.
credits.
No, but by the way, I am not a fan. I know Neville talked about imagining being debt-free, imagining the zeros and so on. Cool. Feel free to play with that if you're drawn to. I'm really into the total different side of the coin. How can you explore that you create wealth? Because you created a certain level already. Yeah, I remember when I had like 5 website visitors a day. Right? I created that. Right? We get way more than 5 a day.
Yes.
Right? Now,
Yeah.
way more. So if you gave birth to 2, you can give birth to 20. You can give birth to 200. Good things. All right,
Yeah.
Victoria.
Yes. I don't know how they knew that.
Go ahead.
Okay, so now
Nice.
Jerry asks,
Unbelievable.
oh, I love this. I'm on Eminem Pure in Heart. Neville talks about the hotel owner who lets his past get the best of him. Can you dive into that deeper? I'm thinking of my past and attempting revision.
Cool. Stop thinking about your past.
Yeah.
I love that whole thing. Idle hands are the devil's workshop.
Idle hands.
Idle hands, or is it idle heads, or idle something? Right? I'm always grabbing something.
Yeah.
Right? So here's the thing. If you're not busy giving life to something that, remember the State Akin to Bruce call. I promise
Yeah.
I'll get it up for sale this week sometime, right?
Yeah.
But the State Akin to Bruce call. Bruce's eyes on the ball. He could care less, right? Dogs walk past, so on and so forth. Ball, right? That's it. So, ball. If the past keeps popping up, there's room for it. What if you didn't have room for the past because you're playing so much? More buns, somebody says. So you just scroll up. Yep, cool.
Yeah.
All right, so shall we dive into single session manifesting a little bit and see what other
Oh.
questions you guys have?
Okay, so there's no more there.
No. All right, so here's my question, guys. 70 times 7. I put a post up in the group saying, hey, how are you guys playing with this? And nobody commented. I find that fascinating.
Yeah.
It's not a trick question, so let's run with it. Ready? Victoria, do you want to read the
Yes.
Neville Goddard quote?
Yes.
All right.
Peter asked the question, Lord, if my brother sins against me, how often must I forgive him? 7 times? And the Lord answered, I do not say 7, but 70 times 7.
What could that possibly mean, Ellen?
Yes. And Twizzer.
Wow.
Hello, haven't seen you before.
Doobie-doo.
Yep.
All right.
Do you want me to keep going?
Absolutely.
This does not mean 490 times. Chris wouldn't have been able to work that out because I think he said he doesn't do maths.
That's
But
correct.
that's
Yeah,
what
Chris
70
knows.
times 7 equals.
Just in case if you run out of fingers. Guys!
70 is the numerical value of the Hebrew letter
Yeah, keep going.
whose symbol is an I. 7 is the numerical value of the Hebrew letter Zayn, whose symbol is a sword.
Get him.
Yeah.
You go get him.
Okay.
Cool. Babe, go get him. All right. Bruce is over there growling at somebody. Anyway, we ground at a dog. So, the eyes, though, transfixed by a sword. Hey, Stuart. So, guys, for God's sake. Alrighty. So here's the thing, right? How easy can you let that be? If you're trying to convince yourself, that takes time. If you surrender, and here's the thing, this isn't about willpower. Willpower is I have to keep doing it, keep doing it, keep doing it, keep doing it, keep doing it. Surrender, it's the difference between being a strong swimmer and great at floating. Get it? So if you're great at floating, if you know how to float, swimming becomes a lot easier. Guys. Okay, so if you're great at floating, swimming becomes easier. And there go those two knuckleheads. Thanks, darling. So, and cool. So I invited my buddy to come over because there was a comment in there on Facebook. We're training our minds to stay focused, not easy at first, but it takes a little practice. If I want to tune that up a little bit, move into the whole thing of surrender. What are you surrendering to? Just notice. If you're not surrendering to ball, surrender to ball. Look at her, she's back. Boom.
Yep.
So, single session manifesting, instead of imagining 70 times 7 is going to take a while, I got to keep disciplining, training. The more I do it, the stronger it gets. Surrender to it now. Bestseller says, what I want is my debts to vanish, disappear. Cool. That's focusing on debts. That's sort of like saying what I don't want is Chinese food. What do you desire?
Yeah.
So I would explore how do you create
Bruce.
wealth. Really nailing that. Takes your attention off of debt.
Bruce. Sorry.
There he goes. Anyway. All right. So any other questions, any other comments while Victoria deals with the dogs? All right. Bruce has one thing on his mind, doesn't he? All right. So, any other questions, any other thoughts? I'm going to go deal with Bruce. All right. So, Victoria?
Yes.
You want to do the closing and I'll get him?
Yeah. I
All
was
right.
thinking get Emmett. Right. So that was a great show. Where's my glasses gone? There they are. I'm living from the wish fulfilled, but then I get emails.
Hey.
Calls. All right. We're going to wind this one up. So, what we want you to do is type in below what you learn about you, and what was your best bit. Type that in. Love to know. They're nuts today. They sure are. I think I read on Laurel's post that it's nearly a full moon or a day off or something. Well, not that there's any calls like that, but he's bonkers, aren't you?
That's right.
Meanwhile,
Neighbor dog's outside.
how do I stay in the wish fulfilled?
Cool.
Ask Serena.
Surrender. So here's the thing. You're imagining something that pulls you out, or maybe you're imagining it takes time or struggle or 50 billion sessions or 4 hours. How did you imagine something to type that?
Yeah.
So you had a movement that resulted in an action. Neville said about your dwelling place, the state which you most commonly return to. So instead of it's a fight to stay there, okay, it's a game to get there. Wargamedance.com. If you don't have that, get that. So the war is staying in the state. The game is how do you use the tools to get back? How do you use the tools to get back? How do you use the tools to get back?
Yeah.
AA says surrendering
Yeah,
is the 18-inch
18-inch
adventure.
adventure.
You got it.
They're great,
Boom.
Serena. I guess you've seen them. But if you go to YouTube and search 18-inch adventure, there's a series you put together of them.
Absolutely.
Of our Feel It Real Fun's. They're brilliant.
If you want to dive deeper into that, manifestingtothemax.com and those wargamedance.com calls, again, really, really good there. So, crass commercial.
Excellent.
Love the hippie bit.
Yeah.
All right, so did we do this
We did
bit?
those three. We asked them to put those bits
And
up. No one
nobody did.
has, but that's
Unbelievable.
fine.
All right, we're going to go
Meanwhile,
take care
go
of
to freeneville.com. Join us. What are they joining us in?
manifestingmasterycourse.com.
Cool. And for refunds, go to feelitrealfun.com.
Yeah, it is the rightness, everyone said it shall prevail, but Victoria said no. It already has.
What?
All right.
Feel It Real Fun 51 onwards.
Wow.
I'll put one on you, and your A. That's ace.
Double A.
Okay, double A. That's right, AA. And your
There was a commercial in the U.S. It was for Amco. I always, so when I at the double A thing, it went double A, MCO. Sorry, I don't know what the MCO stands for, but boom.
Good. Thanks,
Carolina
Hebe.
MM is lovely. Oh, thanks,
Yeah,
Carolina.
Carolina MM's ace.
Loved
And-
your update.
Okay.
Cool.
We're going to go
All
now.
right.
It's almost starting to rain.
That's right. Get the
So
gear
we'll
inside.
see you tomorrow.
Love you guys. See you at freeneville.com.
.com.
Look at that.